question. So we have in mind to start a series, which we're planning to call it what?
Let's be real.
So it's pretty much, it's like we told you guys in the beginning before we started this YouTube channel that we were gonna do so many different varieties of videos when it came to spiritual stuff, but also real life stuff. So this Let's Be Real series will be about things that happen in our life, things that we go through mentally, emotionally, like health-wise, everything like that, that sometimes makes us what, like not go crazy, but it makes us just things that we deal with on a daily basis, not spiritually wise, but other things that go in our daily life. So we're gonna start off with talking about
anxiety.
Yeah, most of us in this day and age go through anxiety.
Yes. Yeah, so I did want to read the definition of anxiety because just so that y'all know and what I'm basing everything I'm gonna say on. So according to the Google dictionary, it says anxiety is like a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. So usually when we think of anxiety, as Christians, we tend to think that we can never have it because we have Jesus in our lives. We have God to give us comfort, to give us peace and everything. And it's usually not that way. A lot of us struggle with it and we try to cover it up by saying that we're giving it all to God. And when in reality, we just bury it deep inside our hearts and just push it away and ignore it. And I'm not here to say, oh, don't trust God and stuff like that, because that's the number one thing that we should do, trusting God with all our hearts. And because anxiety is not something that you get rid of instantly. It's not something that you'll pray to God and He'll say, okay, it'll go away. And I read somewhere where sometimes anxiety can be like your thorn, como un aguijón. If you know what that means, where Peter had a thorn which he would never get rid of, because in the Bible, he had that thorn in order to stay humble, because if he didn't have that, he would be very prideful because he was a good teacher. He knew he was a good teacher. But without that thorn, he would probably exalt himself. So sometimes we may have anxiety or we may have depression or something like that in order to stay humble, in order to keep us where we should be instead of exalting ourselves. And I also wanted to say that a lot of people may think that anxiety can be a sin because, you know, in the Bible it always tells us be anxious for nothing, or don't worry about this, or don't worry about anything. And so we instantly think that anxiety is a sin. If we get anxious, that we're disappointing God, that we're going against His will, when in reality it's not that way. It can be that one of our past sins or one of our current sins is causing the anxiety, but it's not
the anxiety itself.
Yeah, it's not a sin itself. It could be a cause because of the sin. It's the repercussion, and that's where you should know where the source is coming from, because sometimes it will be a sin that you're doing causing the anxiety, or sometimes it's just your brain, or it's just sometimes yourself,
or your past.
Your past, yeah.
Your past.
So you really need to examine that. Examine yourself, examine others. A lot of times we do judge people by their cover, by how they present themselves, and we don't know exactly what they're going through. So I would encourage you to take that step forward to really see how people are doing, to see how you yourself are doing, because we try to convince ourselves, oh, I'm fine, or I'm not going through a rough patch, I'm just gonna get through it. And sometimes we really need to address the issue. We need to address, okay, I'm going through anxiety, but I will get through it.
But like she was saying, that all the reasons why people get anxiety, I myself have anxiety, but it's like the beginning part, just take that off and I'm just gonna say it right here. Okay. So I myself have anxiety, but it's mostly just at night. But the reason being is because my past has been, it wasn't like we're a life or death situation, but my past wasn't really that well relationship wise with the person. So every time I would go to sleep, I would be scared that something bad was going to happen. So, and that was in the past. Now I know that nothing bad is ever going to happen, but my mind or my brain makes me think or makes me feel like something bad is going to happen. So before I'm going to sleep, my heart starts racing. I can't shut my eyes because my heart is just pounding like it's about to pop out on my whatever, you know. So it's not the fact that like some bad spirit is in me, because there's no bad spirit in me. It's just that some people go through things where that just makes them worry. And since it happens so much, it's so hard to let it go. It's so hard to be like, I want to say I'm in a safe place now. Not that I went through something that I was going to die or anything like that, but it's sort of like a safe place where I know nothing bad is going to happen, but my mind and my brain is just telling me or trying to make me feel like something bad is going to happen if I go to sleep. Some people, like I said, they go through so many things, and like she said, it's a good idea to ask for help, health-wise, and also ask God for help to help you take that away from you. There's different ways where you can ask and seek for help, mentally. Physically, health-wise, and spiritually wise. Basically, dealing with the situation that could probably help you address the situation that is the reason behind the anxiety. I feel like I'm never gonna get rid of my anxiety, because the person that is involved with the anxiety that I have, till this day, we still don't even have like a good relationship till this day. And it's been almost like 2, 3, 4, it's been a long time. So, and I still have this anxiety, and I know that if I don't address the situation, I'm still gonna have it. So like she said, it's even helping me. Like, I'm a person that struggles with it, and it's really hard for me to address the situation, because I passed through so much with a certain person, and it's really hard to be like, hey, I need to address all of this that happened in my life with you. It's not easy, and I know it's not easy, and that's why we're here to help you guys and guide you guys to do something about it, not just try to bury it, because I'm one of those people that I'm like, no, this is just me, you know, I'll be able to go to sleep. But they know me. I don't go to sleep until like 4 or 6 in the morning, because sometimes I just want to stay up, but there's most of the times because I have this that I can't go to sleep. And they're always like, Diana, you need to go to sleep early, but I can't. Like, it's really hard for me to go to sleep. Like, I can stay, there's been days where I've stayed awake for 24 hours because it's been so hard. And I know some people might go through this, some people don't go through the extreme that I go through.
Yeah, so the number one thing I would advise everyone to do, including me and everyone, well, actually, I don't struggle with anxiety as much as
she looked at me.
Diana does. No, I don't struggle in the same way as she does, but it's just random instances where I just feel like everything's caving in, and I just want to cry, and I just want to be alone and not be with anyone. I've sometimes, like in the past, Diana would invite us to her house or something, and my sister would come, but I wouldn't, because it's just where I just want to be alone and just cuddle myself and just sleep, whatever. Yeah. It's just random acts of anxiety, yeah. And you just have to get through it. Deal with the situation. Just acknowledge that you're going through an anxiety attack, or you're going through a rough patch. In order to get through it, we need to seek guidance from God first, from our mentors, our pastors, mentors, close friends, family, if they understand you. Don't get advice from people that will just tell you get over it, or it's just a worry, get over it. Yeah. Take advice from people that understand it, have gone through it, or are going through it, and are there to help you, to help each other. Because if you just go to people that will tell you to get over it, you're just going to ignore it, and you're not going to actually address the issue. Yeah. And yeah.
I have this feeling that some people that are watching this are going to be like, why are you guys saying this? You have God and all this stuff. And I completely understand that, because I'm one of those people that I try my best to put God before I try to look for anything else to help me. But we also have to understand the fact that there are doctors here for a reason. There are people, like she said, mentors, pastors, parents, friends, anything for a reason. It's for them to help you, to guide you, because most of us try to be like, I can do this by myself, I can figure this out, this is just something simple, it's gonna pass and everything. Like, yeah, it will pass, but you don't know how much damage you're doing to yourself during that time that it's passing through. So you have to ask. Not saying, when we say ask for help, not saying like go to people try to be like, what's wrong with me? No, when we say ask for help, we were talking about like talk to somebody, try to like be like, hey, can you help me with this? You know, like, just because sometimes like when I go through my anxiety, I usually wake up and I wake up my husband. I'm like, babe, I can't go to sleep, and then he's right there. He's just talking to me, and sometimes just touching my hair makes me fall asleep like that, and I forget that I have what I have. So sometimes when we're saying when we're saying to ask for help, it's not literally going to like a mental hospital or going to a hospital, be like, hey, I have this, I'm going crazy or whatever. No, we're just saying assess the situation, see what you can do, and like we said in the meeting, like we've been saying, first seek God, ask Him, be like, God, please help me with this, because most of the time the anxiety comes from stress, sadness, depression, childhood past stuff, things that are going on in a marriage, in a friendship, in a family relationship. It's basically just a bunch of worry and stress put all together, and which makes you feel like anxious and you have anxiety. Some people think that there's not a lot of people, but like a quarter of the world thinks that anxiety really doesn't exist, I guess, or does it really, like, it's just like she said, just get over it, it's nothing bad. But even Peter said in 1 Peter 5:7, it says, casting all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. That tells us that anxiety is something that actually happens, and that, like he said, the first thing we have to do is cast them all to Him, and that's what we should do. But sometimes as humans, we're like, no, I don't know why we're sometimes stubborn, and we're like, no, I have this and I don't know how to get rid of it. I mean, yeah, people can be like, I don't have anxiety, but there's probably a certain like sadness or certain depression that if you guys just like, oh, I'm just sad. If you're sad 24/7 and you're saying you're fine, you are not fine. That there is something that is bothering you, it's making you feel sad. There is something behind that sadness. It can turn into anxiety if you let time pass by and you don't ask for guidance and you don't ask for help, and you're just like, I know this is gonna pass, and I know I keep repeating it, but that's what happens because people just don't want to ask for help. Because I'm like that, I don't like asking for help, but sometimes I have to because I can't deal with it myself. And I'm just repeating everything, but we just made this because it's something that we go through on a daily basis. We can't just say we don't go through nothing, because we do. We're making this video because I know some people, maybe they're not even Christians and they're going through anxiety, so they want to figure out a way to actually help them, that they're probably stuck in that chapter of their life where they're like, I just have anxiety, and that's where they want to stay stuck, or not where they want to stay stuck, but they want to come out of it, but they don't have a person to guide them. This is the reason why we're making this, not to be like, oh, don't trust in God, or don't do this, just look for doctor's help or anything like that. That's not what we're trying to do. We keep repeating it, we keep like, not insisting, but emphasizing, I guess, or not, I guess, but emphasizing, seek God, trust in God, like primarily, and then look for doctor's help or everything like that. I'm gonna give this example because I don't want people to think that, oh, you just have God, you don't have to do anything else. There's a certain sister in our church. She used to have cancer, but when she went to go get tested, what she got in, she was like, God, I don't have cancer, I don't have this, I don't have that, or whatever. They gave her the test results. She ended up having cancer, but she still trusted in God. She's like, God, I know what the doctors are saying, but I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. and I know some people are gonna be like, that she should have never went to the doctor, she's trusting in God. But we have to, as humans, we have to follow things so we can be healthy, you know, because the body says that we're the temple of God, and we have to take care of ourselves. So what she kept on doing, she kept on going to doctor visits, she kept on getting chemo and radiation and a bunch of other things, even though she knew that she didn't have anything, because she was trusting in God, but she was still trying to follow those procedures, because we're supposed to do that we're supposed to take care of ourselves. She was just taking the proper precautions, if you want to say, you know. I was talking about anxiety. Take the proper precautions. You trust in God. We believe that you trust in God. We trust in God. I trust in God. But we have to take the proper precautions to figure out the situation, assess it, and try to see how to get rid of that. Or because, like she said, Peter had thorn, right? Yeah, Peter had that thorn to stay humble. You never know. You're having anxiety if it's something that happened with a family member or whatever like that. You still have it. God's trying to still have it there, because he's trying to be like, you need to talk to that family member, because you know, things didn't end the way that it should. So there's so many different reasons why you probably have anxiety, and like she said, that's probably your thorn in your life, where you have to figure out a way to fix it. Maybe you have to talk to a family member, or ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, however, whatever it is. There's probably a reason why. There's a reason behind it. There's probably a good reason and a bad reason behind it. If you're just sitting and that's when you have anxiety, then that's on you.
Okay, to finish off, I just wanted to say that first of all, if you think that that what we're saying is pointless and it's wrong, then talk to your pastor about it. That's the first person who you should actually take advice from. And if this doesn't apply to you, if you can't apply this to your life, then don't. But if this really helps you, then we're here to help you. We're here to help each other. And this is a real topic that is not really talked about. We try to push it away. We try to just cover it up. And when in reality, we need to address it. Second of all, if you need anyone to talk to and you don't trust in anyone, any of your friends or any of your parents, your teachers, whoever, your pastor, you need to talk to your pastor.
Your mama, your daddy, your brother, I'm kidding.
If you don't have anyone to talk to, feel free to talk to us. We struggle with it. We will not judge you, because we're not perfect. You can message me or message Diana or Yaya, or if you don't want us to know who you are, you can always go to our Saraha page and just tell us what you're going through, and maybe you'll get the courage or
or another thing, if you're a guy and you're not comfortable with talking to girls, for this video we're gonna put down certain guys, which is her fiance and my brother-in-law, and they have Instagrams, and you can totally message them and be like, just that I'm 100% sure they will not judge you. They will not judge you. They will help you out. They will give you the advice that you need. Because I know not only girls go through it. I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but I know that there's certain guys that go through it in life. So we're gonna put down their Instagram information or their Facebook. Sorry, or their Facebook information. That way, that if you want to talk about it, or if you just want to whatever you want to do, if you're a guy and you're not comfortable talking to girls, or wanting us to know your information or whatever you're going through, I suggest you and I advise you to message them. They're very, very knowledgeable guys. Very
wise.
Very wise. Very wise. And I am 100. What?
Cool.
They're cool. Not really. Yeah. Anyways, they will help you guys out. I mean, it probably won't be what you want to hear, or it probably is what you want to hear, but like we say, and mostly all the videos that we do like this, if it's something that you can't apply to your life because of your pastor or because of your own belief, don't apply it, because we don't want any problems to go in your life because of something that you're getting from us. This is just something we're trying to do to help people out. But if it's something that goes it opposes to what your pastors told you, or if you're married, your husband has told you, or your wife has told you, or if your parents or any authority over you, if it's something that it's against it, then we suggest you do not listen to what we're saying, because we don't want any type of problem or any type of conflict to happen through this, what you're listening from us. But for those people who did need to hear this, or who need this, we're here for you guys. Like she said, message us. We are here to help. That's the reason why we make this YouTube channel, to help, to guide, to inspire, to be a difference in this world. Not just for our own little circle, but for all of us as Christians and also non-Christians. We're not here to judge. We're not here to condemn you or anything like that. We're here to help you. We are here. We're put in this world to help those who are in need, those who need help. And that is the reason why we're making this real video, because it's something that most of us go through. A lot of people go through, and this is not the only video that we're gonna make. We're gonna make so much more. And if you have any other things that you think that people need to hear, or things that topics that you want to hear about, just leave them down in the description bar. The comments. We will be happy to talk about it. And yeah. So it's been a while since we made a video, so it took us a while to end the giveaway. So you guys pretty much had a long time to do it, but some of us and most of us forgot about it. We're gonna do the what? The raffle. The raffle.
Or the drawing.
The drawing.
So I have this app, and I just put on the list of Yahoo took part in this giveaway.
Yahoo!
And I just want to say thank you.
Thanks, partner.
Thanks, partners, for participating in this. We're really excited to give away what we're gonna give away.
What we're gonna give away.
And here we go. I got this app, and I put all the names there, and it has a question mark right now.
It's this drum roll, guys. That was my drum roll.
Drum roll, and here's the name. It's Destiny Jess. You won, girl.
You won!
So if you're watching this video, you better be.
You best be. Congratulations on winning our giveaway. We're super excited. It's our first one. You're our first winner, and it makes me get full of joy.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It does, but we're super happy that you joined us on this journey that we started. So we will message you probably once you're watching this video, or probably even before. But you won. Super excited. You will soon get your giveaway prize. Thank you guys for watching. We're super glad that you guys joined to watch this video. If you have any other topics, anything else that you guys want to talk about, you can message us through Instagram, put in the comments down below, or you can do the Saraha that we have. It's mostly under Yaya's Instagram. The link is always there, and we usually have the links for the YouTube channel. We're super excited for this. We're super excited to continue this series. Thank you guys. Join us for next week or next 2 weeks. Subscribe, comment, and share this video. We love you guys. God bless you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.